Welcome back, everybody. I actually lied. It wasn't 2 minutes. It was like 45 seconds or something like that. But welcome to Tide's Wrath Season 3. We've got Game 2 of SYF versus Can't Say Whips. I'm Tonders, joined by the Evil Twig.
Yeah, sorry about that stream, guys. I needed to put up a delay on the stream. I forgot about that, so that's my bad, guys. Learning every day and won't make that mistake again. But
Well, we didn't see any dodgy D wards or anything, so
yeah,
that was all good in the hood.
Still, a little unprofessional by me, but what are you gonna do? SYF versus Can't Say Whips, game number 2. We'll just ignore their name for now, but bands coming out. Earthshaker ban, Earthshaker, the respect ban coming up for SYF. Weaver banned by Can't Say Whip, so that's the same ban from.
Yeah, they've first banned Weaver twice now, which is really good. I think Weaver's a really strong hero in this new meta. Weaver, I love that guy, so amazing. And there's the Lich ban, and there SYF they thought Night Stalker was on the minds of Can't Say Whips, which could have made sense. Night Stalker is a big fighting hero, and that's what Can't Say Whips like to do once they get ahead. They like to fight, and they showed us that last game. And really big first pick from SYF, not giving it to Guani this time around. Oh, Marana still high on the priority of Can't Say Whips. Oof. And there's your dual lane. I knew it was coming to it.
I love this hero so much in an aggressive lane. Honestly, it just gives me nerd chills. Like, you have the stun, you have the escape on both heroes, you have the sandstorm, so it means that S-Wave supports need to buy detection. It just, in every single way, shape or form, if these heroes don't die, SYF are just going to be just annoyed by these heroes, and getting heroes that are annoying quite often win games. So I think it's pretty. I think it's just cool heroes, really cool combo. But the outward Devour picked up by SYF, they realized that Can't Say Whips were going to ban it out before they got their dirty hands on it, and their dirty hands going to be playing the dirty outward Devourer.
Well, I'll say he's not as dirty as he was last patch. He's a little bit less strong.
A little bit less dirty, so to speak.
Well, we've seen a lot of First Bloods going out into the new ODs. Like, he's really just. It's no different, but people just seem to be able to concentrate on him a little bit more with this new meta, able to roam around a lot easier with your supports and getting those early kills. You can see the Nyx Assassin ban straight away, obviously, because Nyx Assassin, the mana burn gets rid of half of OD's mana at level 1, which is retarded. So, had to get rid of him.
Yeah, Nyx Assassin, one of those heroes that just absolutely dominates the outward Devourer, as you said. So good ban out there from SYF, and yeah, the Lich ban from Can't Say Whip. So they realized that hero is just stupidly strong at the moment.
I don't think I've seen a Lich get played for weeks. So
yeah, it always gets banned out, and that's just a sign that the hero is a bit too strong. Razor banned by SYF, they were thinking that maybe Can't Say Whip's going to pick that hero to kind of counter the Outward Devourer. I think a lot of heroes, though, kind of counter Outward Devourer just because, you can't pop your the Essence Aura
10 seconds
with
remaining.
items anymore. So I think, Outward Devourer probably not as strong as it used to be. But, we'll see how they kind of run it. I know Sylvos is a really good Outward Devourer player in mid. They might even decide to run him in the safe lane or something of the sort. Maybe put him up against the Marana Sand King dual lane combo, get rid of the mana, make sure that
Radiant team pick.
that Marana can't use an arrow, or the Sand King can't use that stun, the Burrow Strike, I should say. I think that could be okay, but, Outward Devourer will be harassed pretty hard. And you need a farmed Outward Devourer. You need to get the mechanism up pretty early. I guess maybe you need the levels up as well, so
Crystal Maiden.
I'm not really sure how that's going to work out for them. Crystal Maiden picked up by Can't Say Whip, so they've got the support.
Yeah, well, they've got that really strong early. Well, yeah, we've seen most of the time they just go jungle and farm up that Hand of Midas, get some quick levels, get a quick BKB, and carry a little bit. But it's always fun to watch. And Timber pick up from SYF.
Radiant team pick.
This will be interesting because Crystal Maiden is really, really slow, and of course Timber's mobile as heck, and he's going to be able to munch on that Crystal Maiden all day and night. So she's got to be really careful of her positioning this game. Otherwise, she's going to be dead. Can't say much else, but Kunkka pick up here from Can't Say Whips. This is a really strong pick just because of really, it's probably, the new meta is kind of like dual lanes, and Kunkka really does well in dual lanes just because of that Tidebringer splash damage. Really hard to deal with if you don't have some sort of heal going on. Maybe like a Dazzle or something like that, but at the moment, SYF, thinking about this fourth pit, you notice how the picks are going a lot slower this time round, Twig?
Yeah, both teams wanted to go for an all-out push strat, and this game is a bit different. When you go for a push strat, it's kind of simpler to pick your heroes. You get heroes that have abilities to push. You get the Death Prophet, your Shadow Shaman, you have the Pugner, and all of a sudden, it's an all-out battle to the death. And this game is a bit different. It's not an all-out push strat by any means. They have the solo laners. They have Timbersaw, who can go on a solo lane. Outward Devourer, who can go on a solo lane, probably going to be mid. Just because the Timbersaw has been picked up, usually you like to put the Timbersaw in a solo safe lane. The solo off lane hasn't really been seen so much, but I guess in this patch it is okay because you have the lane kind of coming closer to the tower, the off lane tower. But it's different. I think the dynamics have changed because the dual lane meta as well. So Can't Say Whip probably won't be running that defensive tri lane against Timbersaw as well. So Timber off lane could be fine. Enchantress picked up by SYF.
Radiant team ban.
We know who usually plays the micro hero. Is it Boomer? I think Boomer plays that micro hero, but we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, usually Can't Say Whips, they just offlane, dual lane the Mirana Sand King. So we'll have to see what SYF want to do. Do they want to go maybe Timber Rubik into the safe lane of Can't Say Whips? But we'll have to see. There's yeah, we got that nerd chills. But just reading the chat. Shout out to the chat. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Always awesome. Have you guys tuning in here. We love you guys. That's why we're doing this, for you guys. But we'll have to see if we're going to get a game 3. I'm keen, Twig. I'm keen for a game 3. This is what we want to see. This is why we're here.
Hey, you cast for the nerd chills. You cast for the nerd chills. If you don't get the nerd chills, there's no point in even casting. You got to get them nerd chills. But Enchantress has something stupid like an 18% win rate in competitive games for this tournament. I think it's something like that. I believe so. I read it somewhere, maybe I'm wrong, but
Radiant team pick.
The Queen of Pain being banned out by SYF and Alchemist actually being banned out by Can't Say Whips. I need to make sure I don't say their name because
Well, I didn't really see that Alchemist ban coming. It wasn't really not on my agenda of SYF heroes. And there's your Invoker. Okay. So we've got our lineup for Can't Say Whips, and I'll tell you what, it's looking a little bit scary right now.
I am absolutely loving Can't Say Whips' draft at the moment. They're going to probably be doing the dual bot Crystal Maiden Invoker lane with an aggressive dual lane Mirana Sand King. I think that's what's going to be going on. The Crystal Maiden.
Kunkka vs OD in mid.
They have Kunkka vs OD in mid. They have Kunkka even a semi counter to the Outward Devourer, especially now that Outward OD has been kind of nerfed. Kunkka will have a pretty good time in that lane, I believe. But that Crystal Maiden just solves a lot of the issues for Can't Say Whips at this point. Those mana issues. They can spam the arrows. They can spam the stuns, and they can spam off those. They can spam off the Sunstrikes even, and they'll probably still have mana in a couple of minutes. A lot of smoke being bought.
Look who got through the pool, Twig. The big bad Elder Titan. Got through the pool.
And Timbersaw.
And got last picked. So we'll have to see. These lineups, they both synergize really well together. So we'll have to, this will be more of an outplay thing. This is not a scary push lineup. It's a we want to fight you and we want to kill you. That's what these lineups are. And the Arrow, they actually thought of level 1 Roche was happening. I don't know, can SYF's team level 1 Roche?
Oh, of course they can. They've got the Nature's Attendants, and they have a tanky Timbersaw. If you get the early level of reactive armor, I think they could do it with themselves. OD has a lot of damage as well. Another arrow going out to the Roshan pit, so...
Oh, they're so scared.
That's pretty funny. Can't Say Whip's playing it safe here. They can just run back.
Well, we'll run through the teams before the game gets underway. I'll go through SYF this time around. We've got Furious playing that Timbersaw, Monk on the Rubik. A little bit further up, we got Frisky on the Enchantress back in mid. Well, heading towards top, we got Zykes on that Elder Titan, and back in mid we have Silvos on that OD.
Yep, and for Can't Say Whips, we have Godot running back to the top lane, just regenerating the mana on the Mirana. Slicks on the Kunkka. We have Muffin Man on the Chris Madden, getting an Invis in here, so if there's a good block here, it could be pretty deadly here for Silvos. Need to keep an eye on that. We have Guani on the Sand King. Kairai actually taking a lot of damage already on the Invoker, and I believe that's everyone.
Yeah, he must have traded hits with the Rubik Enchantress combo, and like you said in mid, we got to watch this Crystal Maiden. Silvos didn't know. Oh, this could be it. There goes. Is this it? No. There goes the Frostbite, but they don't have enough DPS. Not this time. Not level 1 in level 1.
Yeah, this
and
is
OD,
what Kunkka needed
use up some
a good
regen.
start. It's 2 last hits. Actually not getting all of them, which is a bit of a pity there. Rotation in from Enchantress.
Oh, is she stuck between a wall and a bad place? No, she gets away. And yeah, Guani just warding her off. This is a little bit weird. This is not usually what Can't Say Whips do, but I guess they thought, well, they're going to be aggressive trial landing. Let's have the Sand King down here trying to stop this Enchantress from farming the enemy jungle.
Yeah,
Well,
Godot
it is.
just positioning himself in between the creeps and the enemy hero. So nice positioning there by him, just making sure that he can get those denies off. Well, even if he doesn't get the denies, it's the Elder Titan not getting the last hits here. So well played there by Godot. I'm not sure if the Elder Titan really needs to be scared though. He's so much regen. He can just run up to Godot and pretty much wane him out of the lane, and then go and pick up a Stout Shield or something and just never take any damage either. But you know.
We'll have to see what he wants to do. There is a Dire Ward spotting out this pool at bottom. So they know what's going on. There's only a single pull at the moment. Does he have tangos? Yeah, so he can pull that through if he wants. Looks like we have Frisky returning to his own jungle, spotting out a regen on top. He is only level 1, so that first few minutes costing him quite a little bit. He needs to probably even AFK farm a little bit. I don't know if they can get the kill on the Mirana unless he gets 2 creeps like a Troll and a Centaur or something like that, but we'll have to see how he goes. And Muffin Man roaming towards top. Oh, he was just checking rune. Radiant don't actually have vision on a rune right now. They warded their own big camp, and they warded up here. Okay, yeah, on the mid lane. That's interesting.
That ward there is pretty interesting. The one that I have, the one that blocks that camp. Is that just to stop the Crystal Maiden from farming it?
I think it was Crystal Maiden and Enchantress. That was a little bit of both. We'll have to see.
Oh yeah, aggressive jungling. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah, so straight away Enchantress just went, no, I'm out of here, fellas, and actually roamed mid. Are they going to get Slicks? There goes the slow. And Muffin Man's there. Crystal Maiden really annoying against a Chenna and Enchantress type hero who control creeps just because of this exact reason. Frostbite, really strong against creeps, and the deny wasn't
nice
there.
Nice try there by Bambi on the Enchantress.
Hey,
Well,
thanks.
Guani actually smoked up here in mid. They might try to make something happen here. Frostbite is now up, but they might need to use Crystal Nova instead. And there goes Crystal Nova, but Silvos smells a rat. And the Torrent latches, and that's going to be a dead Silvos. Is Guani in range actually? Whoa, wonder he's not a dead Silvos. He's 1 hit from death, but he's still alive. 6 health, 7 health. Frisky's here.
Oh,
Is he
denied
gonna
by
block?
creeps.
Oh, beautiful play, but Frisky sacrificing his own life here. The Torrent will latch. And there's your first blood. Going the way of Can't Say Whips again.
And here come the
And they're going to feed an Enchantress creep as well. Invoker getting a kill on bottom actually on Monk. It looks like he used a Tornado Cold Snap combo.
Well, I can't say I ever expected that.
Yeah, I did not see that coming, to be honest.
Well, I need to keep my eye out on this bot lane. You know, some crazy things could happen. I'd actually, after I saw the Quaswex build, I really didn't think that he was going to be playing aggressively, especially against the Timbersaw lane with the Rubik. They've got the disable, they have the nuke damage, but a smoke immediately coming out from Rubik, probably looking to kind of catch Invoker off guard. He does have phase boots though, giving him that extra movement speed, 50 movement speed, and the 16%. Yeah, the 16% extra boost on the active. So, you know, if Rubik can catch out Invoker, you know, it's just bad positioning by him. He just needs to sit to the right here, and then there's nothing that Rubik can really do to kind of catch up. Muffin Man in mid lane on Crystal Maiden, sitting on low mana, does have that arcane aura. So going to be slowly regenerating. They don't have any Basilisk either, but they have one Clarity Potion up on the Sand King, so it looks like they're going to be probably sharing again there. Yep, there you go. So the sharing continues. Sharing is caring.
Sharing is caring. They're all buddies, old pals. Well,
and this is where we find out if the
Rubik wants revenge. The lift goes off, and that should be a dead Karo. Actually, a minute. There goes into Ghostwalk, and Timsaw missed some of his. Well, he missed his Whirling Death there.
Oh, he missed the Whirling Death. Oh.
Yeah, and Kray lived. Wow, how did that happen?
Yeah, I really don't think they could have gotten the kill. They didn't have enough damage, really. He would have
Well,
just gone away.
if he hits the Whirling Death, he's got 2 points in it. That's going to be a dead Invoker.
Oh, top lane. Godot misses the arrow, but does it really matter? Elder Titan's... Oh, the fog!
Salves.
It looks like
Yeah,
Godot's
he's
in trouble
actually
now.
Hitting like a truck. Its Spirit's back.
Oh, and Sylvos in mid lane. Might take a fall here.
And he's going to get the last hit.
down.
Kunkka gets the last hit.
So,
Action happening all over the map right now, and it's all can't
and
say
bot
which
lane,
favour.
Kairai. Is he going to take a fall? He
Oh,
is.
finally.
Timber Chain
Dire's middle
lands.
tower is under attack.
Now, Rubik out of mana though, he's probably going to have to take the Walk of Shame all the way back to the well.
I guess you wouldn't call it shame. You got a kill out of it. It's a walk of pride.
It's a walk of,
I did it.
Walk of honor.
Yeah. You can have the trumpets and the parade out as he's walking in, the red carpet can roll out.
will be chanting in his success.
That's how. That's. I wouldn't have it any other way. But it looks like Invoker chewing off more than he could eat. Unfortunately, he should have known. He had to be careful there. He should have died before. Well, actually, Godot. He's gonna have to leap here. Yeah, there he goes. Is he gonna turn an arrow? Ooh, no, he thought about it. He definitely thought about it.
Is that a bottle coming? Yeah, it is. So bottle on both Elder Titan and Priestess of the Moon now. They're going to be having region battles, but he can't. Elder Titan can't bottle crow, so this is all of the region he has for quite a while. Invis rune top, so if Godot spots this out, then he'll be pretty happy with that, I'm sure.
Well, if Godot hits an arrow, then Zix is probably going to die. Or actually, no, Zix, you got to be careful now, buddy. Is the arrow going to? He might not even need to arrow. No, he doesn't. That was a textbook kill from Mirana. Easy. I don't know what Elder Titan was doing there.
Oh, Invis rune up on Outward Devourer, but Godot, Spidey senses are tingling. He's backing off, using an arrow. Yeah, he knew something was up. He's just going to back to base and region up. So well played there by him, just not overextending, playing it safe.
This
OD, the 2 deaths is really hurting him. He's only got boots and a magic wand. No talisman he had from the start, so he's having a little bit of issues here against the Kunkka. He's still got 28 last hits. He's still last hitting pretty well. It's just those 2 deaths that have put him so far behind.
Yeah, I think, at this point, Kansei Whip's feeling pretty happy. It is 5 to 1. The gold graph going the way of Kansei Whips as well. 1k gold, not really that much. 7 minutes in, but it is something. And 1.6k in advantage experience for Kansei Whips. And you get an advantage and you make it bigger, and that's what he'll be wanting to do at this point. Rather than being super aggressive, slowly chipping and slowly getting that extra gold.
We have Chakram up on this Timbersaw at bottom. And now Invoker has to be super careful. It looks like he's going for a Hand of Midas as well. He's got a Glover Haste. Is that the recipe? No, he's nowhere near the recipe either, so he's going to get a really late Hand of Midas here on bottom. While Guani, you get spotted out here by Furious Fantasy. The echoes the Timber Chain, but not enough. Decides to get creeps instead. Kuray's here. He's actually going to turn onto Monk. The Monk is taking a lot of damage here. There goes the Moonlight from Mirana, and there goes the Sal from Monk. Guani wasn't in range of that Burrow Strike, and Monk gets out with his life. Ooh.
Yeah, it looks like a smoke gank coming the way of the top lane. The leap is actually up for Mirana, so might be able to escape this. Centaur creep is up. They really need to bait this leap out. If they can do that, then they'll be able to get the kill, but I don't think they're going to be able to.
Bottom, Monk, dodging the Sunstrike and the Torrent. Oof. Talk about, he nearly got killed by the splash damage. Crystal Maiden's going to get the kill here on Monk, and Monk goes down. Very nice frostbite from Crystal Maiden, getting on the edge there. But Rubik putting on the dancing shoes for that one.
Dire's bottom tower is under
Didn't get
attack.
away. Didn't get away.
Radiant's middle tower is
Crystal
under
Maiden
attack.
going for the 3 levels of Frostbite. So I guess that's, you know, the standard jungle build. I thought quite often you get extra levels of Arcane Aura as well, but I don't know. I'm not the expert.
Dire's bottom
Maybe
tower is under
I'm not
attack.
100% sure, but does she get extra time on the
Yeah,
creeps?
yeah, she gets-
So it'd be for Enchantress creeps, I reckon. She probably wants to frostbite those Enchantress creeps and
It's
stop
a
them.
silly amount of time that you get on this Frostbite against
Because
any
it
neutral
doesn't
creep.
actually say.
I believe
does
it's something like 10 seconds.
Yeah,
It's something
10
like
seconds makes 10 seconds makes sense. Well, Godot on top lane, already on below half health. Does he have bottle charges? No, he doesn't. Oh, it's so annoying laning against another Titan. Just always beating you down, and he comes. Oh, you need to be careful here, Godot.
This is a
Godot.
bait though. This is a
You're
bait.
gonna die. Oh,
This is a bait, Muffin Man.
Nah, it looks like the
He
spirit
has the
is-
tranquil boots. He can do it.
Oh no, Zyx. There goes the Sunstrike. It is off target. And Zyx, one more hit. Is Crystal Maiden gonna make it? Rubik's here for the lift, and yeah, Crystal Maiden has no more of that.
Even
Fortunately, the Sunstrike didn't coordinate well with that frostbite.
yeah, even with the tranquil boots broken, he moved faster than the Elder Titan. So
Really?
yeah.
Go speed racer.
Yeah, race car Crystal Maiden, never thought I would say that ever, but you know. Tranquil Boots turns Crystal Maiden into a pretty fast runner.
I think Elder Titan could have spirited a little bit earlier on the Mirana, but Mirana able to dodge it with that leap. That was playing on the edge.
Timbersword
As
dropping his point booster just before he uses his mana boots, getting the most efficiency out of that, so, you know, pretty little things count, especially if you're playing on a Timbersword, very low mana regen compared to how much mana you actually have. So, you know, you always got to do stuff like that. Guani and Timbersword just having a little party, deciding, hey,
Dire's top tower is
Tranquil
under
Boots on
attack.
Sand King. What do you think about that?
I love it. Tranquil Boots on any support is great in my opinion. You have that extra movement speed. It's pretty much like a Strider on Heroes of Newerth, but better. It gives you 10 health regen per second.
And armor.
And yeah, so I don't know why you wouldn't get it, honestly. If you're not going to get mana boots, then I think you should be going for the Tranquil Boots. They have the Arcane Aura as well, and yeah, it doesn't really look like they're going to be getting any mana boots, so that could be a problem for them at some point. But I think Tranquil Boots they're pretty good.
Well, there's a Hand of Midas now on OD in mid. He knows he needs to catch up, so he gets that Hand of Midas to try to do it. And we've got Drums nearly out on Slicks. He's very close, almost has the recipe. About 100 gold off. We'll have to see
Dire's
if he
top
can make
tower
anything
is
happen. He's been a
under
bit
attack.
quiet, actually, the last few minutes. It's 6-1, 12 minutes in. Have a look at... Oh, there goes the Earth Splitter in mid. Is he going to catch the Kunkka? Oh, it was too early. Haste Rune as well on Slicks. The lift's there, and OT drops the ult. And too much damage. That Kunkka just lost all his health in one go. That hurt me inside, Twig. That hurt me.
Yeah, that looked pretty painful, but just saw on the courier 2 Midases flying out. So there's one of them.
Really?
Oh, actually.
Dire's
Oh no, that was
structures
just a
are
bottle.
fortified.
So there's a Hand of Midas for Godot, and there's the Hand of Midas for the Invoker. So
And Midas is
it's gonna
going
be-
out to everybody.
That courier is going to be flying. It's on a mission.
It's on a mission. He's
Top
on
lane.
Oh, who's here? Godot gets lifted. Does he have leap still? Yes, he does. He took a lot of burst damage from the Timber. And the arrow does miss, and that's going to be a dead Godot. He's staying too long up here. Timber doing too much burst damage, unfortunately. Oh, they get the denial on the tower, so that's why she was up here. She is in
Dire's top
Mirana,
tower
Priestess
has
of the
been
Moon.
denied.
Trying to get that tower, but in the end dies and gets the tower denied. So nice little victory there for SYF.
Yeah, oh, mid lane.
Dire's bottom
These
tower
guys
is
getting
under
harassed
attack.
pretty hard by the Spirit. Even though it got nerfed a little, it's actually only level 3.
Dire's
Going for level
bottom
4 of
tower
Natural
has
Order a little bit
fallen.
quicker. Kara getting the bot tower, has the Phase Boots, has the Midas, has the Magic Wand. Probably going to be building towards a versatility item, or maybe even a utility item. A 4-staff or a Yules at this point could be really good. Gone for quite a lot of levels on Exhort at this point, so the
Radiant's
damage
top
is
tower
definitely
is
going to
under
be
attack.
there.
Oh, top lane. He goes the Sunstrike. The Torrent actually latched as well. Someone's TPing in. That's orange. That's a Sand King, and there gets the double stun. Beautiful timing, and there goes Deafening Blast, getting that kill on the Timbersaw. There is a salve and Nature's Attendance on that Enchantress. He got back to full health quickly. And there goes Burrow Strike again, into the Torrent, into the Whip. Oh, did he get the Whip? Yeah, he did.
Saying, please don't hurt me. But they hurt him. They hurt him quite badly. And now the Midas battles begin. There's a Midas on Enchantress, and Midas on Priestess of the Moon, one on the Invoker, and is that it? Is that it?
Yeah, I think there's like 3 in the field.
It looks like Crystal Maiden is building one as well.
Oh, mid. Elder Titan just got squished. It looks like he got hit by an arrow. Sacred Arrow was on cooldown. And Rubik, what'd you steal? He stole Sunstrike. Interesting ability. At the moment, the damage is 287.5 if you hit the single target. Some nice deeps coming out of the Rubik. And you can actually line it up with your telekinesis.
And a Midas coming up on Kunkka.
Kunkka get one too.
So there's going to be 4 Midases for Kansei Whips. They're going to get a lot of gold if they can still continue.
Are they going to get some trades? They Kuray in mid gets lifted, and there goes the Chakram, but he goes Ghost Walk, and the arrow goes out, but it misses the Sunstrike. Oh, nice dodge by Kuray. What did you steal? Monk doesn't have enough mana for Frostbite. Now he does. Is he going to catch Godot? He's trying to. He's waddling. He doesn't need it. He has the zap. And that's 2 kills for the tower. SYF getting some nice trades here in this game. Staring down the tier. Oh no, Kuray where was the lift? It was off cooldown. Maybe it was on cooldown still. I'm not sure. Thought it was off cooldown.
Yeah, I really have no idea. I didn't see that. But you know, maybe. I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt here and say that it was. But you know, Invoker with the 4-staff now. Phase Boots, pretty fast hero. It's gonna be hard to catch him out really, unless you use a smoke.
Well, his teammate has drums as well, so he's got that extra movement speed. And are we going to see Hand of Midas on the Sand King? He's getting close.
No way. I guess.
I think they're going to do it.
I think they need to get a Blink Dagger on the Sand King. They need the Blink Dagger, but Midas, I guess, if they want to bring it late, I really think that a Blink Dagger is a good item though on the Sand King. It's 16 minutes in. Really, they need a Blink Dagger. If you get the Midas on the Sand King, you really want to be getting those extra levels in Caustic Finale. You can hit a creep once, and then you can use the Midas on a creep, and it will explode as if you just killed it down from full HP. And it allows you to farm really quickly, just because, you know, you get the extra nuke damage from the Caustic Finale. 220 damage. It's pretty big, really. But no, he hasn't gone for the Caustic Finale, so for that reason alone, I think going for the Blink Dagger is the better choice. And it looks like he's going for that. Which, you know, here's Twiggy approval here. Twiggy approval.
Well, yeah, I guess they couldn't really...
Oh, the X goes out on Silvos.
And the Torrent, actually, he dodges the Meatball and the Torrent. The Forge Spirits are here. Is he going to get out of this alive? Maybe, maybe not. And that's definitely the not. He got killed, and the TP rotation was coming, but no mana on Timbersaw. He's getting his Bloodstone, maybe? No, he doesn't have enough money yet. Not yet.
And 3k in advantage for Kansei Whips. Gold advantage, I should say, and 2-point-something experience advantage for them as well. I really have to say, if Kunkka had gone for 2 levels of X, it would have been a little bit better. He's probably going to get the 2nd level, next level. He's been a little bit handicapped because of that. He hasn't been able to use the torrent combos and make sure that he lands them every single time. TP coming out here for... That's the Rubik, actually. So just spamming out the... Oh, the boat comes out.
Oh, Fantasy gets hit by the boat. He's going to die to the Deafening Blast, and Monk, all he can do is just stare and wonder. How did my Timbersaw just die?
Yeah, you'd think that a Timbersaw isn't going to die like that, but you know, oh well. What are you going to do? Nothing really.
What am I going to do?
Maybe he could have stolen the boat, but getting close to that is pretty nasty. You're just going to get
it's scary stuff.
Oh, mid lane, Silvos, the Sunstrike, the arrow! Silvos taking the full, Godot getting the last hit, Burrow Strike being used.
Monk, does he get the last hit? Yeah, he does. The Elder Titan rotated in as well, the Spirit with the damage. Guani doesn't have enough mana for his Burrow Strike, but he has enough mana for his Blink. And he gets on out of there. Looks like there was the epicenter initiation with that blink dagger. We should have been watching out for it. Fortunately,
Yeah,
did miss
I
it.
really agree with that pickup of the blink dagger. Chat saying blink dagger was so 6.78, but no way, man. Blink dagger is all the rage. Sand King is all the rage at the moment.
Yeah.
In my opinion, anyway.
Well, I'm pretty happy with your opinion as well. Blink daggers on Sand Kings are probably should be the item that he gets first every single game.
Yeah, unless you can get a Midas in maybe 7 to 8 minutes on a support, I think it's probably not worth it to go for the blink dagger. Guani smoked up. Here's the blink dagger, as we said, as we've mentioned
Oh,
a
he
few
spots that
times.
Enchantress. Here goes Frisky. And
He's attacking so slowly. That untouchable just making Sand King look a little foolish.
a DC here out of the Marana. Pause comes out. We'll just be having a bit of downtime here, mid-game. 12 to 6, 20 minutes in, or 19 minutes, 20 seconds in. Game 1 went to Can't Say Rips. SYF trying to fight. SYF fighting for this Game 2, trying to bring it to a Game 3. In the upper bracket, semi-finals of Tides Wrath Season 3. Sponsored by TT Esports. Don't forget, guys, follow the Twitch channel. I know there might be some problems with the Twitch channel this time around. I don't know. For some reason it's not loading for me, and I can see a few other people it's not loading for, but I'm not sure.
Yeah,
What's up with that?
I've been asking around, and apparently it's
fine.
okay.
Some- Okay. Well, yeah, there's still about 45 people watching, so big shout out to you dudes. Always happy to have you. Well, it seems like it's going to be the game of Midases. I still think SK will get a hand of Midas at some point in this game, just to show the haters, prove the haters wrong.
Yeah, it does make for kind of boring Dota, but you know. If it wins games, then why not, right?
Yeah, why not?
I think in these types of games, you pretty much have to do whatever you can to win to tournament match, and you know you wanna make your team look good. You wanna try and sell yourself really for potential sponsors and potential things. You know, eventually you'll be able to fly overseas if you get good enough. And Can't Say Whips, they're looking pretty strong at the moment, making SYF look a little average in comparison to them.
Well, SYF's a top 5 Australian team, and Can't Say Whips are just showing them how it's done in this series at the moment.
Yeah, first game they both went push strat, and SYF just got absolutely stomped. In the second game, both teams playing a different style, and now maximum over menace. And now there was a G call from both teams, so that's okay. But you know, now they're both playing a farming kind of style, and Can't Say Whip still taking the cake, still ahead in golds. 5k advantage. It's not actually that much. 20 minutes in, so I'm going to take back what I just said. But
It's gonna all the tier 1s have been brought down for both teams, so that they're even on that account. And
Oh,
Timber
the
actually got
arrow
hit by an
lands.
arrow here in mid, and are they going to clear? Yeah, there's enough damage there.
Oh.
There goes the deafening blast with the stomp hits too. Earthsplitter, where are you? Oh, he didn't Earthsplitter. It would have been perfect, but Godot. Oh, the Bio Strike is still there from Mark. Very well played, and Cray does get hit by the Earthsplitter in the end. Force-staffs himself away. The dust gets popped. Didn't want any ghost walking shenanigans, and Cray is ghost walked, and he dies. Very well played out of the supports of SYF. Oh, and the Elder Titan.
And Kanka getting a pick off on the outward Devourer on the top lane as well, so it was a trade there, 2
no.
for 2. Timbersaw and OD trading for the Invoker and the Priest of the Moon. Not sure who really won that trade. Although Guani sitting here with the epicenter ready. If SYF look to fight this, then it could be pretty nasty for them.
Dire's top tower
But he's
is
shown
under
himself
attack.
already. So it looks like they're just gonna have to back off, maybe go to a different lane. Try and get a pick off somewhere. Is there a smoke on anyone? There is. There is one on the Sand King.
Well, we'll see if they want to use it. At the moment, looks like SYF has split up a little bit. They're trying to farm all points of the map. There's a mech on Elder Titan now. And Timber still... Oh, he has enough money for his Bloodstone now, so he can get his Bloodstone as soon as he goes over to the shop. Whoa, there's a ward there.
That ward.
Yeah, Brown's pointing at it.
It must be, they tried to put down a sentry ward, I guess. Maybe.
Does the Rubik have sense on him?
Healing power.
Where's Rubik? Yeah, he does
He
have sense. So
He's trying to put down a sentry ward.
it's a bit of a misclick.
It's kind of funny. Top lane, Timbersaw. No, Timbersaw. You're taking a fall again. You're just getting picked off over and over again.
Lucky he still has enough. Still has enough for the dough to get the to get that bloodstone, and they're smoked up now, and they're still in Moonlight Shadow, but they're going to spot out Elder Titan. He sends out the spirit, but
He would have heard the sound of them getting damaged, so he knows immediately.
Yeah, he
The ping
pinged. He
came out.
pinged. There goes aggressive wards down here from Can't Say Whips. They're pinging top. Oh, OD, is this your final? Is this the last? Oh, the sun's fire.
Another
There
pick
goes-
off for Can't Say Whips. It's all going downhill for
Dire's
SYF. They're
top
not getting a
tower
trade
is
here.
under attack.
Mm.
They're
Too
not
much,
getting a trade.
There was 4 people getting experience there from Can't Say Whips. So, and there's actually a Shadow Blade on Conquer now. It's 2200 gold as well. Are we going to see that crit build coming out of him going for those 1 hits?
Maybe. One hit would be pretty cool to see, but I have no idea. He's got the drum up, and we'll have to see what he goes for next. If he's going to go for the crit, he probably will end up buying it pretty soon, unless he really wants to save for buyback. And then, we'll see it later, of course. But yeah, Timbersaw sitting on the bot lane. Hopefully he doesn't become food again for Can't Say Whips. He's kind of just got picked off 3 times in a row.
Well, I'm unsure why he hasn't gone and built his Bloodstone. He has enough money for it. He has 1100 gold, and that's all he needs. And he's not going to go get it. He's not keen on it.
He's probably going to go and get it now, most likely.
Yeah, there we go. There we go, buddy.
Oh, Enchantress sees the Mud Golems, knows that can't take any creeps. This camp here to the right's already been taken, and all of this area to the left is just a little bit too dangerous for her to tread.
Those Mud Golems.
Those Mud Golems.
How annoying is that?
Oh, hate them.
The Dire jungle really got nerfed hard, I think, in the new patch. Because of those possible chance to get 2 Mud Golems on the one side, while on the Radiant, you're still going to be able to farm pretty easily.
You still have that hard camp. The hard camps are closer together. For a hero like Chen or Enchantress, it's a lot nicer. It's safer for you to get those creeps.
Is under attack.
Whereas on the Dire, obviously, the hard camp all the way to the left, and Slicks is controlling this area. For SYF to control this area, they would pretty much need to rotate 4, and even then they might be running into a big fight. And I think Can't Say Whips would probably win that.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Well, the smoke went out. They're actually looking down at Curie, but he smells a rat. I think he might have. Oh, I don't know if he saw the tail edge of the smoke, but he is way on out of there.
The smoke got dispelled. They pinged it out. They know.
He's juking.
Where's
Curie,
the
they haven't
stuns?
spotted him
There's
yet.
Monk.
And there they go. They've seen him now. And Curie, you're dead, buddy.
Rest
There's
in
no
peace.
doubt about it.
Invokes the Ghost Walk, but gets lifted immediately by the Rubik. They had Dust, they had the Sentry Wards, and there was no way it was going to get away from that. Slick's going for the counter push on top, so they're not looking to just let SYF take things for free. The arrow goes out, it's going to... Oh, it actually might land.
No, it's going to hit.
Oh, no, it misses.
What a joke. That was a long TP.
And it looks like Can't Say Whips immediately looking for the rotation, trying to get SYF to pretty much run after them. And,
are they going to get the crit?
Epicenter.
Epicenter just on the Enchantress. They were
Need to use
keen
another
for her.
spell before it gets stolen. But Monk actually has a blink dagger now, so getting the items up, which is good.
Oh, Rubik has a blink. Oh, nice. Hopefully we can see some big blink epicenters from him. Oh, he's going to run into Guani. He spots him out. What's he going to steal? He steals
the epicenter.
Okay, well,
So there are 2 Sand Kings in this game now.
This is going to be fun to watch. I can't wait.
Sand King battles. Who can use the epicenter better?
Pull out the popcorn.
Yep.
Kick back in the seat.
Is it Monk or Guani who is the better Sand King? We'll find out in the next episode of Tide's Wrath.
Is under attack.
Next episode of Tide's Wrath. Well, it's a Perseverance on Conqueror. Is he going for the Battle Fury or what? What's he want? What's on his agenda? Maybe Refresher. Could go for Refresher. Oh, they spot out Zyx. Here goes. Oh, there goes the Esprit as well. The Sunstrike's there. Here comes the boat. Too much DPS. Monk. Actually,
the epicenter.
Here we go.
Yes, it steals the boat.
Obviously. And Guani on the way out. He does get lifted. There's the sentry. And here goes Splat. Kablat.
Kablam. Kaplamo, but you know, that still was a trade, and the
Dire's structures
epicenter was
are
used
fortified.
by Rubik.
Dire's
However,
middle
stealing the
tower
ghost
is
ship
under
now, a
attack.
spell with a 40-second cooldown, you can get a lot of mileage out of that ability alone, especially when you have that
Three as
setup.
well. It's a level 3 ghost ship.
Too good. Too good. Stealing 2 abilities in a very short amount of time, and I think that this is what SYF really needs to do to come
Dire's
back.
bottom tower
Kyra
has
actually getting the
fallen.
bot tower. Invoker looking pretty scary. Sheepstick, 4 staff. Man, that is a lot of fun. 27 minutes in, just playing this game beautifully.
He's not even the highest net worth. The Kunker's still ahead of him. And the Kunker, yeah, 14.2k net worth for Kunker, and he ended up going Battle Fury. So,
Dire's middle
Council
tower
Whips have just
is
said, look,
under attack.
we're just going to farm. That's what we're going to do.
They have 4 Midases. I mean, you know, what else are they going to do? They have to farm, but you know, the Battle Fury does give you a little bit of extra cleave, gives you extra farming ability, and if they can kind of avoid fights and go for split pushes, which is what they've been doing so far, then I think they'll be fine. Slick's just absolutely decimating the creep wave, so that's, you know, that's the Battle Fury there. It's the Battle Fury pick.
Well, Muffin Man, getting that Scythe of Ice on the Crystal Maiden,
Dire's middle tower is under
leaving
attack.
someone's left some slippers of agility behind in back bay. Don't know why they're still chilling, but that's where they are.
Dire's
And
middle
I think I
tower
saw a
has
Manta
been
style coming up
denied.
on Godot as well. Yeah, there it is. Unfortunately, Mirana's not the quickest farmer in the world, but she's still doing pretty well with that Hand of Midas. Looks like, could they go for
I
it?
really don't agree with the crit after Battle Fury. I'm pretty sure that it doesn't stack anymore. Battle Fury and crit. It used to, but now it doesn't. So I think, you know, if you're going to go for a crit, you need to go for it before the Battle Fury pickup. And if you're going to
So what do
get
you
a
mean it
Battle
doesn't
Fury,
stack?
you need to just get more damage. The crit doesn't stack with the extra cleave on Battle Fury. It used to, but now it doesn't.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
But so if it crits, it won't crit the Battle Fury
It doesn't
range?
crit the Battle
Or-
Fury, I believe.
Okay.
I think that was a recent change, but yeah. Slicks, come on, man. You got to know these things. Having said that, I'm not 100% sure myself, but you know,
maybe
you
check.
you
let
got to
us
know
if
these
that
things,
comes up.
Slicks. You got to know these things.
Yeah, you got to know these things so that you can then
So
show
then-
us these
yeah.
things.
I'm not even.
Well, maybe
I'm not
that's
even
what he's
100. Maybe he's right, but you know, I'm pretty sure that you can't stack it anymore. It was nerfed pretty hard, and that's, yeah, it's interesting. Kunker gets nerfed, and everyone starts picking him up, but yeah.
Well, a few teams have been playing him as a support roamer of late, from what I've been seeing. Just leveling the X marks the spot and the torrent, and just roaming because of the new meta, get in your face fighting kind of style.
Yeah, Kansei Whips have decided to go for a kind of passive farming kind of game. I haven't seen this kind of game in quite a while in the L scene anyway. Most games are pretty quick. They last maybe 20 minutes or so. So,
Well, the thing is that Kansei Whips chose to play this type of game. They spent almost 8,000 of their gold
on
Hand of
Midas. Well, I mean, look at the gold graph. 14k in advantage for Kansei Whips. The experience is exactly the same. So they're just ahead in every single way, shape or form at this point. They've got extra towers. Well, they've just the mid and the bot tier 2 are down for SYF, and the map control also going the way of Kansei Whips at this point, I feel. I think SYF have to be scared of the Sand King Burrow Strike Epicenter combo. That Moonlight
Well-
Shadow as well, just damn annoying to deal with.
We can see Kansei Whips gripping up on the dire side of the map. And yeah, I think it only crit one. I saw him crit one creep there. Twig, he didn't crit all the creeps. I think. The Kunker. But we'll have to see. Kansei Whips, they're just doing that chokehold game again that they did last time. They got their advantage and then they just took control of the map. They got a lot of aggressive wards down. You can see all the entry and exit points of SYF from their side of the map. And at the moment, they fast-tracked it down to the bottom lane.
Bottom tower is under attack.
Putting some pressure.
Dyer's top
Invoker
tower
finally
is
has
under
2 pairs of
attack.
boots to
Dyer's top tower has
put on
fallen.
both of his feet. Before he only had 1, so he's just running around with 1 booty, but now he has 2. So he's gonna be
One
happy.
red,
Godot
one
gets
red.
initiated on. He's gonna take a full really quickly. The lift coming out from Rubik and pow, Godot just takes a full. Is there any buybacks? There is, but I don't think that he's gonna be looking to buy back. He can use the Moonlight Shadow. He does have the Manta style, but if he buys back, he does buy back. The Epicenter coming out from Granny.
Center's there. Wow, but it's too far away. The Sunstrike's coming out as well. It does hit Furious, but oh, nice deafening blast, disjointing the timber chain, and the Rubik actually got critted. Oh, not critted, he got splashed, and one hit by the Kunkka.
And now Godot can't gain any gold for the next while, so let's hope like hell that he doesn't decide to use his Midas. Let's see if he does. I think it would be quite funny if he did, but you know, Godot probably knows better than that. And he does. He's going for the arrow for the Roshan. He misses actually.
Oh, he
Misses the arrow. I don't think it's
It's
gonna.
actually deceptive a little bit. When arrows go up and down these terrain in Dota, they kind of look like they change path a little bit. So I don't know if that's the same for everyone else or if I'm just smoking some stuff, but that's
Yeah, ever since Dota 1,
my experience.
The terrain always changes the hooks or the arrows. People use it to.
Oh, Esplita goes into the pit, but on the outside, one is here without an epicenter, and Muffin Man, you're a long way ahead from home for a Crystal Maiden. And down she goes. Are they going to get roached? Yes, they do. Who picks it up? Gray picks it up. He does have bits of travel
Oh,
still.
what a stun! What a burst!
Oh, Guani's gonna get on out of there. Down goes the ice wall, and no more fun.
Just absolutely delaying SYF, and you know, delay tactics allow allow Kansei Whips to get the Aegis. They get the extra gold from Roshan, and now with their Midases ready to go again.
Radiant's middle tower
More experience
is
for
under
Invoker.
attack.
Level 19 now. Every level counts at this point.
Well, we'll have to see what SYF want to do. They just got a kill on the Crystal Maiden, who actually is pretty big. She has Scythe of Ice, and they sort of pressured tier 2 a little bit,
Radiant's
but
middle tower is under attack.
ends up turning around and going back to farming. Still no new items coming up. There is a Aghanims on Enchantress. She's had that for a little while now. So a little bit more right click coming out. There's a Shadow Blade on our OD, as well as the 4 staff. We've seen all that. And there's your Daedalus for the Kunkka. He's going to start hurting, and he's going to be starting. I'm feeling sorry for the Rubik. To be honest, he is a poor fellow, and we saw in that last engagement at bottom there, he just gets one hit.
Yeah, he needs to be really careful. Guani just TPing up, and Monk, all he can do is stand there and watch. He knows that nothing he can really do. GM up on Sand King, so the counter warding begins for Kansei Whips, and this is the map control slowly dwindling for SYF. Kansei Whips will be able to run around the map without even needing to use a smoke.
Oh, mid lane, there goes the Blink Burrow Strike into the arrow. The Torrent's there as well, and that is too much damage. Godlike streak now on the
11 to
Kunkka.
1 on Kunkka.
Wow, and they're just going to go up mid. They know the Elder Titan's down. Elder Titan does have buyback though. Does have it up. He really doesn't want to have to use it though, but he might have to. 40 seconds on the sidelines. Silvos using that Astral Imprisonment on the Sand King. Sand King doesn't have a lot of mana actually. Maybe you should swap out the Tranquils for some Arcanes sooner or later. Oh yeah, you can't disassemble the Tranquil boots anymore. That's a little bit annoying. But the mana pool is hurting Sand King a lot. Needs something to deal with the mana problems. 500 ping on someone on SYF's team. I think they got away lucky there. The Elder Titan didn't have to buy back. I really feel Kansei Whips could have pressured the matter a little bit more. But they weren't keen. Just weren't keen. We'll have to see. Godot does have a Mithril Hammer up. Surely you've got some more items than that, Godot. Wow. This Mirana has been struggling for farm for the past 10 odd minutes. She had Meta Style at like 24 minutes and now only has a Mithril Hammer and 1100 gold. Having a really hard time farming the map because Kunkka and Invoker are just taking everything.
Yeah, that buyback as well wasn't very good for the Priestess of the Moon. So, you know.
Oh, yeah, bottom she bought back.
Bought back and didn't really get much from it. Well, I mean, they did win the fight. They got 2 kills. they protected the tower, but, you know, that always is going to hurt the Mirana. She was sitting on about 2k gold, so from that point she's earned about 1,000 gold since about 4 minutes ago, which isn't too bad, I guess, considering she did buy back. They got the Roshan, so eventually, you know, I would have to say it was good for their team in a whole. Means that the Sand King, able to get the gem, get a Staff of Wizardry, probably looking to build up towards the 4 staff, get some more versatility. Crystal Maiden has a sheep stick. Crystal Maiden has a sheep stick. So
yeah, she's had it for a long time.
She's
actually.
had it for a long time. I didn't even spot that. What am I smoking? I don't know.
Well, yeah, she got it quite early. She probably got it around like 26 minutes.
Oh man, I need
They
to
just-
I need to stop reading the chat. having a bit too much fun here, but
Well, there's a lot of cool guys in the chat. It's a lot of
I don't know, man. We're getting flamed
shout out
pretty.
to
We're getting
Heat-
flamed
Heat
pretty
Fist.
hard.
we're getting flamed.
Yeah, pretty hard.
Oh, it's alright. I don't really care. It's fine. We're Dota players. We learn every day. That's why we do all this. We're here to have fun. Here to learn. Unfortunately, not everyone knows everything about Dota, and that's why we're here to try to help some of those other ones out. Not all of us are MLG, Heart Fist, if that's your name. Yeah, Heart Fist Dota. No, not everyone's the best player in the world. So we'll have to hopefully continue learning. 35 minutes in, 21 to 12. Looks like SYF. Gold lead still getting out of reach. Same with experience, both 20k. What can SYF do? They're getting strangled out of the map.
Yeah, well, ever since that gem pickup, SYF had to put some really defensive wards down, and I'm not sure how long these are going to even last. I guess, the fact that as soon as they see the D ward happen, they know exactly where Kansei Whips is, so, I think at that point they probably have done their job, but it's just a bit depressing to see the last wards that you actually have be counter-warded. And it's just, at this point, I think SYF have to actually win a team fight. They have to get a big Outward Devourer ulti. The mana, I should say, the intelligence is actually coming up for OD at this point. If they get a few Astral Imprisonments, getting that 10 mana, so yeah, the 10 intelligence steal, if you get a couple of them before the team fight happens, then there's going to be a lot of damage from that AoE nuke.
Oh, they spot out Enchantress. Enchantress gets hexed, and Enchantress does go down. Too much DPS out of the Kunkka. Some big crits.
I should say, Black King Bar and Invoker deciding to completely avoid going for the Agahims, which is interesting.
Well, I guess he just didn't. He's going right. He's going DPS. Invoker doesn't think he needs that Aghanim Scepter. But did we say whether or not were we even talking about the Shadowblade and Daedalus crit? I don't think we were. I think we were talking about the
Battle
AoE.
Fury.
Battle Fury, yeah. So we'll have to.
The idea was, if you're going to go for the Battle Fury, you probably shouldn't go for the crit, but if you go for the crit, you should go for the Battle Fury. I think at the end of the day, crit ends up giving you more DPS, but it is a bit of a hit or miss.
Yeah.
If you miss the crit, then your damage significantly suffers for it, I should say.
Well, can't say Whips. They're grouping up in mid. They're pressuring this tower. Guani does blink forward aggressively. The arrow goes out, but it does miss as well.
And Sylvos just trying to sneak in a little bit more farm before the push actually happens. Kansei Whip's going to see him now. Doesn't look like this is even their cue to push. They're just going to TP back and farm. Makes a lot of sense considering the push creep wave top. Godot just absolutely loving life. Getting about 10 creeps. Well, actually I should say 12 creeps just there. And this Midas is going to be off cooldown soon. So that's a lot of gold. It is a lot of gold there. And Kunkka farming the Dire jungle. Chris Madden's going to go back to farm the Radiant jungle, and so is Invoker. Looks like Kansei Whips at this point just farming the entire map. You there, Tonders?
Yeah, I'm here. I think my housemate is vacuuming in the background there, so I was muted for a bit.
Oh, I can't hear it.
You
It's
can't
alright.
hear it? Alright, awesome. Yeah, I don't know, those females, you know, they like to clean. And there's a smoke out from SYF.
Oof.
Wait, it's like 10 o'clock at night. And the vacuum is on.
It's the
That's pushing it.
perfect time to vacuum.
It's pushing it.
No, it's the perfect time to vacuum.
G's
3 in
come
the
out.
morning is the perfect time to vacuum.
Oh, yeah, it's 3 in the morning for you. Oh,
No,
actually,
it's
it's only
not.
like 1 in the morning.
But that is the vacuum hour, 3 in the morning. But the smoke coming out from SYF, it looks like this is a final hurrah from them even. They're kind of panicking a little, and I can kind of understand why. CSW's just absolutely out-farming them at this point. The smoke actually gets removed off.
Oh no, Guani, you got
Guani.
hit. Why didn't you do anything? There goes the Bio Strike. Actually hit 2. The Tornadoes there as well.
Man.
And everyone's getting out of this.
They live!
Scott Frick.
Oh.
They got out of it. No one died.
And
Wow.
Godot just running back out of
Are they
mana.
going to get the tier 2? Yes, they do. OD gets the last hit. So at least they got something. They got the tower. They didn't get a kill, but they got a tower.
Yeah,
Can't believe they
Slick's
didn't get
going to
killed.
push out this mid lane, just being a nuisance, making sure that SYF can't go for the deathfall push that they want to do, because their other towers are going to take a lot of damage. And you know, they have an Invoker, Tornado is up, it's a lot of counter push, they have a lot of levels in Wex, and this EMP blast is going to do a lot. Where is this Sunstrike gone? I'm not sure where that went.
Was it checking Rosh? Or...
Oh,
no,
maybe.
Rosh. Rosh is nearly up. It's close. It could have been. It's could have been up by now. But yeah, we can see Necro now and Crystal Maiden.
Heals like the
That's-
salty air.
It's crazy getting those items. I'm surprised she didn't get a Blink Dagger though, because Blink Dagger's still pretty decent on Crystal Maiden. It's 4-star on Sand King now. Godot has his BKB. Slicks, 2k gold up. Where's Invoker? So do is Invoker? He can still go Ags. He can still get his Ags if he needs it.
Yeah, I think he needs to make sure that he has buyback, so probably just looking to get this Roshan. Put the Aegis on Invoker, and then after that Aegis goes down, then maybe pick up the Aegis, because, you know, dying at this point could even be a lost game for them. They need the Invoker for the counter push, although they do have Slicks. You can just pop X on yourself, then use Shadowblade Run and hit the creeps, and then get popped back with your X marks the spot. You can use it as a defensive mechanism. So, you know, they do have the counter push coming from there. Muffin Man doesn't really have any escape, so there won't be much counter push from there. They have a lot of escape on the Mirana as well, but we saw before that, you know, can get picked off pretty easily. Roshan going to be up soon, and can't say it's just waiting for it, just waiting for it.
They sent an arrow like just a few seconds too early, I think. Oh wait a minute.
Looks pretty cool, I have to say, the circle.
Yeah, that it looks decent. That new clock, or whatever you call it, it's not a clock, but looks decent nonetheless. Well, SYF, they're running scared. They're all in their base, not able to do much here. You see BKB up on Timber now. Blink Dagger. There's no new items. There's a sheep on the OD, but that's about it. BKB nearly on Enchantress, but at the moment, I think can't say Whips. They can end it whenever they want. They could have ended it for the last 20 minutes. I don't know what they're doing. They just decided to farm all game instead of play Dota. But how it goes, yeah, the Torrent misses, the arrow misses, and they're still here. Bottom, looks like, what?
So from chat, oh, the message got deleted. Spam. There was something explaining the crit. I was about to read it out, but I can't anymore. And
Oh, no.
that is a damn shame. But Roshan coming up.
All of his messages got deleted.
That is a damn shame.
Oh well. Oh well. Wellity. Roshan's up. They can see him. They know he's up. They're going to take it. There's nothing SYF can do. They're not going to be able to get there quick enough. They have no vision. On the map, that gem on the Sand King proving its worth. And this Invoker, where's the spirit? There's those 4 spirits. There's those 4 spirits. A little bit too late to the party, but nonetheless, easy kills. Who's going to pick up this? Big stomps from the spirit from the whole map away. Huge. And looks like Invoker picks it up. He has 5,500 gold on him. He has enough for Ags and buyback, I think, soon.
Yeah, maybe sell a 4-star? I don't know. That seems... sell Midas.
No, you can sell them.
Sorry, sell Midas. What am I... Of course, but... Slicks has a Reaver now. A lot of HP, 2.8k. This is pretty much unkillable at this point. They do have the pure damage coming out from Timbersaw. They do have a lot of damage from the Elder Titan. The Earth Splitter is pretty good.
Oh no, Muffin Man, you get force left out there. You actually lived through that, and it could have been a bait. Here comes the epical. I thought it would be an episode.
Alright.
A Burrow Strike, and looks like there goes the Earth Splitter. Only hitting Slicks, but he has BKB on down. Drops Sanity's Eclipse, but the BKB's a pop doing 0 damage. And looks like Furious gets out of there. Aegis falls down, and Zyx, you are on 50 health. Get back to base, buddy. Well, Chakram does get thrown out. They're going to be able to get the tower though.
Oh, the Sunstrike lands on Elder Titan.
Oh, really? Wow, beautiful Sunstrike. Fortunately, I didn't see it.
Oh man, I heard it and I knew exactly what was going to happen, but I wasn't quick enough to click.
Oh,
Well played. So
Yeah.
the mid tower gets denied. And there's no more defense for this Rax. Two heroes, Rubik and the Elder Titan are down, and there's a lot of their AoE gone.
oh, blink stun on Silvos. Here comes the sheep. There goes the torrent, and he should go down before he gets out of this. Yes, he does. There goes the fort for the Raxes, but they should take a fall here. I'm surprised that Can't See Whips don't have a mech actually. Oh, blink, Burrow Strike again. You guys gotta kill Raxes. What are you doing? Don't kill heroes, kill Raxes. You're on low health and you don't have mechs. Please kill the Rax.
Oh, Slicks.
Oh no, he goes down. That's
1.4k gold.
That's a
for
lot of money.
Lazarus.
They're lucky they did get the Rax at the end of the day, but look who's here. The cleanup crew has arrived. This Enchantress, gold coming her way.
And Tag getting an item.
Oh, Tag got one. Shout out to the main organizer and admin getting his, I don't know if it's his first item that he's got. Maybe he can let us know if that's his first item from the tournament. But I think it could possibly be one of the first items, so we'll have to see.
Heart coming out for Slick, so that's completely finished now. And is that an Assault Curious?
Oh, Guani, top lane. Is he gonna get out of this alive? Oh, wow, Timber, you just hooked him. But you're not Pudge.
You're not Pudge. I always find it funny when people
Radiant's
hook
top
people
tower has fallen.
with the Timbersaw. But
Yeah. Well,
It
unfortunately,
was pretty close to a
people
tree.
aren't trees.
It was pretty close to a tree.
Yeah. How would Tree and Protector work with Timber? Would you be able to hook to Tree and Protector? Because he's a tree? Probably not.
No.
Probably not. Well, Deso finally up for Mirana. Took 20 minutes to get... Oh, actually, no. She got a BKB, actually. Don't worry. Took about probably 9 minutes to get that Desolator up. So nice farming. Seeing as the big carries. Oh, did we get an explanation?
Critical Strike will affect Cleave because Critical Strike affects the actual damage of the attacker. It is triggered by the initial attack. The damage dealt to all affected units will be multiplied. So it works. Okay, so...
I like how you went into your explanation voice. Just then.
Yeah, I have different voices.
So, well, this is how the crypt works. Got your old monocle out and everything.
I did. It's the only way to explain things.
Yeah, well, so Invoker got a Assault Cuirass. That's interesting.
Called it.
I guess they wanted the armor, because Elder Titan's natural order being a little bit pesky at the moment.
Oh, the
Wow.
arrow. Just scouting out, trying to get a pick off. So just trying your luck, and you got to make your own luck, and that's what Godot was doing there. And it just looks like they're going to get this range Rax. The stun whiffs and
Defense is here. What did you steal, Rubik? Stole Torrent. Okay, a little bit more anti-push. Oh, the lone siege creep, and they will get the denial of the barracks. That's a low blow. The line gets drawn out. Oh no, someone got hit by an arrow. Zyx got hit by an arrow.
Oh,
There goes the
man.
ship as well. Monk is here, and he has a ghost weapon, so he didn't get killed. And there goes the ODO, but again, just on BKB Heroes OD, you gotta be careful, mate. Rubik actually stole the ship. And
man.
Rubik, where'd you go? You blinked pretty aggressively just then, buddy. Man, this Slick's BKB was on almost for the whole fight. Jesus.
And all of SYF are running back. Meanwhile,
Oh no.
Silvos is just
Silvos.
getting absolutely slaughtered.
He got epicenter there. If I ever did see one. This is probably gonna be GG.
Boom.
Boom.
And this bot Rax is looking pretty vulnerable.
Yeah, quite tasty. We can see all the cores are here of Can't Say Whips that is beating down these towers. And nice stomp though. Oh, Guani blinks forward, gets the Burrow Strike off. Rubik's in the vicinity.
Chartreuse.
He's got to be careful here. The ship goes in. There goes that low cooldown. And Rubik doing a lot of work this fight, actually killing off Crystal Maiden. But Guani's here to take revenge of his fallen comrade.
Oh, man. Slicks.
And
Slicks, are you going to take a fall
oh,
through?
the boat.
You're
The boat
out of
did
mana
hit.
and Chartreuse.
Here comes Timber. A lot of pure damage coming into Slicks. Not much a heart can do against that. There goes the Deafening Blast, and Slicks does get dusted and he dies. Firebacks immediately. They did get the
Rex
racks in the end.
does take a fall, but man, that was terrible timing for the Enchantress to run out of mana. Just as it looked like he was about to take down the Conquer, runs out of mana, and all she can do is really hit just with those normal standard auto attacks. But you know, Conquer still did take that fall. Luckily, they did have that detection. Man, it would have been sad if Conquer got away from that just because the Enchantress ran out of mana.
Apparently, Tag wasn't even watching the game, and he still got an item somehow.
Oh,
So,
what is this? This is
I don't know.
madness. This is Sparta.
Volvo nerf. That's
Give die
too
type.
strong. Give Dietide. I think Dietide's a thing of the past. I mean, how lazy is that? No Dietide. Come on, guys.
Yeah.
Come on. Surely you had the same files from the year before, and you could have just copied and pasted them into the Dota 2 client. But oh well. Sometimes that's too hard. But it looks like Curate. 4,100 gold up on him. Probably going to sell that Handamitis next. Guani still yet to get his Handamitis. What is he doing with his life?
Akahim, so extra damage. Oh,
I guess that's what he's doing with his life. He's getting Aghanim's.
Rightly so. A ward being dewarded up there. And oh man, I love this ward for the Radiant. Is that the
Which
Radiant?
one?
That's a dire ward, isn't it?
Which one?
That one all the way up the top.
Ah, yep.
It's a dire ward, so I like that ward a lot.
Fortunately,
It's a lot harder to
sinking-
deward.
As soon as he gets in range with the gem, should be able to find it out. Drawings go out, Kunko just hitting the waves down. They need a mech or a pipe or something. This is getting a little bit frustrating.
Still haven't scouted out this ward, so this ward just doing its job. Absolutely. Good ward.
Well, it looks like can't say whips. They're just waiting for the other lanes to push in, and then they're going to probably start fighting, throwing themselves at the SYF heroes. Probably getting kills as well. I hope OD doesn't whiff his Sanity's a clip again. Oh wow, what's going on here? What is this? Is this even real life?
Oh, the wards!
Dyer's
The
Big
wards.
plays!
are under attack.
There's so much vision now on the Dire side.
I wish
Dyer's
they had
bottom
drawn a
barracks
love heart.
has fallen.
Yeah, they
Instead
could have.
They draw a diamond.
just nothing.
And, what's that?
Could be a balloon.
A Z.
Easy. Oh, is that what it meant to say? Okay.
Easy, yeah.
Easy.
You
Well,
got
I'm not seeing the E in the wards, to be honest.
Oh, it's almost an E.
He needed another ward and he needed
Oh,
a
the
place.
smoke comes out from SYF, so this is where the
Oh,
action's
here
gonna
comes the
happen.
fight. The sentry spotted out though.
The blink dagger's already been used by Sand Kings, there's no initiation.
Monk.
Oh, they spot out the wards
Oh, he
with
didn't
their
actually get
sentry.
critted.
They see it.
Here goes the Earthsplitter hitting everybody. Monk does die in the end. BKBs gets popped. Furious, you're in here and you're getting taken down. Too much DPS. Double kill. Sand King. Looks like you got a kill on non-BKB. OD at the end there, but there's triple kill to Kero. And yeah, looks like SYF did spot out all those wards in the end. There's a lot of money there on offer, but unfortunately they couldn't grab it.
The wards, this kind of wards, drawing pictures to people watching. Well played by Can't Say Whips, taking SYF 2-0 in this match, and kind of looked a little bit one-sided, I have to say. Somebody asked you for a shout out, and I have to say they lived with you for a couple of days the other day.
Really?
So do you wanna give that shout out?
Oh, it was shout out to Maya Akana,
Yeah, you got
Dota
it.
Talkcaster, and also big shout out to Southern Cross Dota Tag. He got an item, big items. He wasn't even in game, so yeah, there he is in the chat. I won an item, and the system is rigged. Oh, funny stuff. Well, game 2, go on the way of Can't Say Whips. Looks like we 2-0. SYF get knocked down to the lower bracket. Can't say Whips go towards the final where they'll be versing. I don't think their opponent's been decided yet. Let me have a quick look-see. I believe they'll be versing either Hans Reborn or YMC, who has actually been playing pretty well. They beat Noxious, they beat Team Storm. So, on a roll at the moment, YMC. Let's see if they can hold their own against Hans and pull off a big upset. But anyway, thanks for tuning in, guys. Big shout out to TT Esports. As always, this has been Tonders and the Evil Twig. Don't forget to follow the Twitch channel to keep up to date with all the Tides Wrath happenings. Obviously, the finals this weekend coming, this Sunday, the 10th of November. And if you follow the channel, you'll be able to keep up for news for Season 4, which is in the works for next year sometime, early next year. So, see you guys later. Thanks for tuning in. Always a pleasure.